Hello and welcome back. My name's Steve and we're going to continue today with Transport Fever 2. I'm just currently at Buxton just waiting for one of our trains to return as unfortunately it didn't come back with anything as it was its first run. It went to the construction plant, dropped off the stone and then came back empty with not a single bit of construction materials to deliver. So I don't really want the train to go all the way back to Manchester as it will have that massive incline to climb back up again and it's not going to make us any money. So I'm just going to wait for it to arrive now. Here it comes. And then once it's past the points on the other side of the station, I'm just going to basically reverse the train. So it's going to pick up another load of stone and then head back to the construction plant. So let me just give that a click there. Speed up a second just to get it past there, as things are very slow in this part of the game. Right, there we go. Right, spin it round. Right, so now that is reversed, this train is now going to collect another load of stone and take it over here to the construction plant. Now, I think it's worth, as we know this line is going to make plenty of money, I think we should extend the double track in and get another locomotive on the go. Or do I just get another locomotive and see how that goes with just the two of us passing? Questions. You know what? I think we should go for another locomotive and we'll see how that goes. And if it's waiting, we can add another passing loop on the line. How much is it going to cost us to build another one of these? How many cars are in that? I could just click the claim button, not enough money. Edit. Okay, so we've got 8 cars on that one. If we go in here, one locomotive, and 8 cars. Okay, right, we'll take a little bit more of our loan out. I think it'll be worth it, as it is going to generate quite a bit of income on each drop it does. So, is that enough? No one more. Right. Go on then. Right, we've done it. And I'll assign that to the line. Right then, so that's on its merry way. How far is that? Yeah, it just takes so long to get anything anywhere. It's literally. Oh man, yeah, early game. It's just so slow. Right. We were looking at other money making opportunities. I'd say Telford had a potential. I did see one somewhere else that could make a little bit of money. Did want to do something with boats, but I'm not sure if we have quite enough money to start with running boats this early on. How much are the docks? Cargo. To be fair, they're not too Not too bad actually. Helps if you swivel it around the right way. Right. Okay. The only thing with boats is, again, they're very slow, but when they do pay out, they pay out big. So I think we could potentially go down that route. If we do, we need to rebuild this bridge. It's going to be a massive payout because we're a long way up north here before we get to this. So. The plus with boats is you don't actually have to build any kind of, other than the docks, you don't need to build any kind of infrastructure. So they are relatively cheap to get going once you do get them going. How much loan do we have we can take? Would that be enough to do it? It is a maxed out loan. Let's just pause the game a second and think about what we're going to need. So, I need 2 truck stops because this is going to, we'll need a road to connect from here to there. I think I'll be able to build that pretty cheap. When they're going to drop off the, how big is Leeds? Oh, Leeds is tiny. What to do, right. I'm worried I'm going to run out of cash when I start this project. We'll give it a go. We'll give it a go. Right, so we'll build a dock. Cheap. Ooh. How cheap can we get it? I think that's about 241. Right, that'll do. And we'll need to connect this up. Right, and how cheap can I build? It's going to be a very bouncy road. Smaller sections tend to be cheaper, just until we get onto like the more flat ground. I might put the contours on actually just to help. So we want to go. Well, yeah, that is exactly what I wanted to do. So I'm looking for as little embankment as possible. It's not liking me today. I'll just go on the. I am only building straight for now. It's quite a long road this, so I need to get the best bang for buck to get to Leeds. So what I'm doing is, if I notice there's like an embankment starting to fall, I'm just bringing it back again just to save on the money. Because if you have a big embankment, that can massively increase your costs very quickly. We're still quite a long way from Leeds. this road's going to cost me more than I was hoping for. Actually, we can join onto this one here now, can't we? There's a way to look good, but that'll have to do. Right. Then we can use that existing road up there. I'm going to need another road coming from here. Think budgets, Steve, don't go too overboard. That'll do there. And we're going to need make sure you're building a truck stop, not a bus stop, because that would be bad. Wasting money if I did that. So that's what we want there. So we're going to pick up that. We're going to need a lot of carriages on this one. And then we're going to drop this off here. Let's come out of the contour view. How far closer can we build it? So we'll go just there, and that's in the zoning. Actually, is it? No, it's not. Because we're going to be, even though it's connected to this factory here, we're going to be bringing fuel up this way. So that's that's expensive. There we go. I think that's just in the catchment area. So we've got that. We need a drop-off point up here for the fuel. So we go for a truck stop. Let's pop it there. I'm gonna need I'm putting way too many depots down there, like really, but I think this will pay off pretty good once it gets going. So pop that. Is that the middle? Yeah, that's about the middle. We'll go there. That might also. I think I'm getting a bit too adventurous here. Let's just get it set up so this is working, and then I'll spend the rest on connecting some of these smaller the refineries and wells up. So, right, bridge, yeah, you're no good. Nothing can get past you. Right. I'm giving myself much space there to work around. Right. Oh, that's annoying. Right. Is that enough? That is not enough. Is that enough? Well, that's a bit of a mystery, to be fair, with that one. Yes, that is enough. So we'll go for that. And we'll... Come on. There we go. And a bit of land. And we'll just snap that on there. And swing that around there. There we go. Hopefully, I was hoping that was going to be connected, but it's not. Oh, come on. Right, no worries. We can. I don't want to be doing bulldozer in there at the moment at all, really. Right, let's squeeze that as tight as we can. We'll put a nice big slope up there. I don't really want a curve, but oh, that is the most ugly bridge I think I've ever seen. It might have to do for now, though, until we can refit. What if I bring the bridge around the other side? Would that be better? That might be. Nah, it's still like. The thing is, this is going to cost a lot of money. I need to build it, and it be right. So, right. Let's get rid of you. It may be a matter of just going straight across like that. Will something like this work? Construction not possible. What about something a bit curvy? It's nearly there. Can we get a bigger arch? Ah, right, okay. It's a little bit funky, but I think that'll do the job for us for now. So that's expensive. that is very expensive. That's more expensive than I want, really. But if this isn't lining up now, I'll be, oh, thank God for that. It's okay. Right, so that's linked. This bridge should be fine because this was built by the by the auto generator. And we go down here to the yeah. I think I'm going to run out of cash here doing this. So I've got to build a depot. Which we'll put just here. This is going to take so long before it generates any kind of money. I can take anything. That can take anything. We'll go for you. You go in here, but you're going to wait for full load before setting sail all the way down to here, which I haven't built yet. I thought I built that. This is going to be tight. Cheap. That's what I'm looking for. Something as cheap as you can get. This is just going to have to be wanged in. Because I've still got to buy the carriages. So that, yeah, I'm going to have to come back and revisit this. But that's connected. Right, so lines. Line 1, that's the one I'm working on. You go in here, and what do you mean that the path has been found, but only small ships are allowed on this path? I didn't realise that was a big ship that I bought. this is the thing now. Not thinking about what I'm doing. I've made a mistake, and I shouldn't have gone for ships. Right. Can I sell you? Am I going to get a decent amount of money back if I sell you? Well, oh, that could have been worse. I'm guessing because the game's paused, I've got more of a refund than what you'd normally get. This is a small. Yeah, so this is a small ship, so that should work okay. There. You name this shipping. Where are we going to? Where are we? That is another. Let's call it shipping for now. Fly down here again. This is going to take ages for the boat to get down here. Then go here. That's Southampton. Cool. Let's manage that line. Nottingham, Southampton. We'll just call it fuel. I know it's taken the oil and the. It should be okay. Right. Cool. That is now going to be low. Oh no! Right. I forgot the. Need to get some wagons on here, or I'm going to not make any money at all. How many of those can I buy for what I've got? 10. I can't afford 10. Can't afford 9. Right then, so we need to go there. Wait for a full load. Then go to here. And then go to here. And there you go, there's the grand vessel on its maiden voyage. Wait, that's the wrong way. Go other way, please. No? No, you decided I'm going to Southampton first. Right, okay, well, no. Don't do that. Because that is not where we want you to go to start off. So I need to manage this line. I've set it to a full load, but there is a time limit on this at 3 minutes. I'm going to set that to unlimited because I want it to be full before it sets off on its way. So it's got a full load going down. The first run of this isn't going to make much money. In fact, I could see myself getting into a lot of debt before we start making any kind of real money. I think in this episode, we're just going to see us making a loss to start off with. We have got 2 trains going now, though, so that should double the money on the train running. Is this still coming up the hill? So we've just built all that. Come on, pal. You can do it. You need to shovel that coal harder. Get it going a bit faster, mate. Oh, well. So now we are kind of stuck waiting for vehicles to make a bit of cash. So I'll cut the video and we'll come back once we've got a little bit of money in the bank. It might take a little while, but once we've got some money, we'll start doing a bit more construction. Right, so that train has finally made a delivery, and the other train, let's just have a look and see where that is at the moment. Right, so it's waiting at the signal, which basically means that train's sat there not doing anything, not making me any money. So I'm going to need another passing loop somewhere. Now this train's going downhill, so it is going to be going a bit faster. I reckon we want the passing loop to be about here. So we'll pop that in there. Eventually this will all be double tracked. This is just because I'm kind of just starting out and I can't really afford to do a full double tracking at this point. That was not a one-way signal. I need to change that. Right. Signal, you, yeah. Just a one-way, please. There we go. So now this train will be able to proceed down and wait at this signal, and this one's going to be able to come up. I think I'm going to need to do something here as well, particularly this stretch. This is going to be problematic. This incline here is the slowest part of the entire line. So can I? How far can I go? Oh, that's expensive, but I think it's going to be worth it. Let's go back a bit. Right then, and signal is in place. Pop another one there. Another one there. Actually, I don't want you you're too close to the... I'll forget about it. If I want to start getting more trains, they'll get stuck and block the track. I'll put this one about halfway up. There we go. Cool. Right. We're going to go back into the red in just a moment again, even though this train's now going to set off on its merry way. It's going to take quite a long time to get down to where we need it. But I think overall things are going to start hopefully making us a bit of money. So as you can see, we've got a few lines in the blue. These ones haven't yet dropped off anything, but it has got a full load of grain there, so that'll hopefully make us a fair bit of cash once that eventually pays out. These ones here, they're not going to make any money for quite a while, I don't think. Better check that we are going to be picking up oil. Yeah, we have got oil being made there. Which way did these guys go when you left here? I should have kept an eye on that. Right, so you decided to go completely the wrong way. Right, let's turn half of them around. No, I said go that way. Thank you. There we go. And the rest of those guys can carry on. Where's Manchester Road then? So now I'm going to have to keep an eye on them. Because when they get to which way are they going to go? Yeah, no, I don't particularly really want them to go. So I'm going to have to wait for them to get past here, then turn them around again, and then hopefully they'll go to the pickup point here and get this oil. Fingers crossed. But the issue is, even with these carry 4 each, the boat carries a lot more than 4. I don't know how much cargo it takes. It does take cargo. I'm sure it takes cargo, this boat. Cargo types all, so it can take all the cargo. The value of the boat is just dropping while we sit here waiting for the first delivery. We're having to like renew the boat before it's even made its first drop off at this point. Oh, crikey. Okay. There's not really much we can do again now until we make a bit more money. I probably should have started off with more smaller routes. I think jumping all in on the train may not have been the brightest idea. I'm hoping these two are going to meet at exactly the same time. But I think this train's travelling 25. What are you doing? 24. Okay, so we're looking like we are going to be roughly meeting at about the same time in the middle there. I really want to do something with Leek, to be fair. I think Leek would be a great place to build a little passenger line to Stoke on. There we go. And I've already got Leicester and Manchester pretty much plumbed in. Is this train carrying them? Oh yes. So this train's going to make some mega money once it drops off, because it's going to take the bricks much further back to Manchester. So we're going past Buxton to Manchester, drop off the bricks, and then it's only got a short leg from Manchester to Buxton, even though it does go quite slow. I have a feeling this is going to go back into the red again now. Well, so these guys are making a bit of money. Probably do it putting a few more vehicles on that route when we get a bit of money, because that's making a fair bit of cash there. So that would be a good one to expand on. I don't want to build too many massive routes, because if they end up not making any money, you can quite easily end up bust, or just stuck not being able to build anything. Okay, right, so here we go. Is the passing loop going to work? Ideally, I didn't really want this train to stop. I would have liked the other train to have stopped, but it is what it is. At least it's not stopping for long. It's just going to take quite a long time to get back up to speed again. But that worked. Okay. Could have been better, but that's okay. At least it didn't stop for too long. When it's all double tracked, that won't matter, because they'll be able to pass at any point. So, what can we do now? Did I name that line? I did. I haven't named this line. We should name that before I forget. So you are over here. So we'll colour you orange. We're going to call you truck cargo. Nottingham Leeds fuel. Let's call it delivery because it's not really. I suppose it is picking up the oil on the way back. Oh well. That'll do. That'll do. I know what it means. So. And when this map was made, I didn't really think that Nottingham's kind of on its own with Sheffield. Probably could have done with Sheffield being on the other side of the river, really, but it's going to make for an interesting line when we build that track going down here, running through these. I'm already thinking of expansion plans, but I'm not really in any place to begin any kind of expansion at this moment in time. Because the bonus with this now is that when this train drops off here, we're going to get a nice bit of cash. And then this train, when it eventually gets to Manchester, this is quite a long route for early on. I should have done something a bit closer and a bit flatter. But it'll pay off better because it is quite a straight line. I believe that the game mechanics work where it's the amount of time it takes for the product to get from one place to another, but also the distance travelled. It only pays as the crow flies. So if we built a line that went from here and went all the way around, and then eventually you end up at the construction factory, that won't pay as good as just doing a straight direct line. So that's why this one's pretty straight. That's also why if you in the later game when you get the aeroplanes, they can make a considerable amount of cash. But I don't really get aeroplanes, so no. Like I said, I'm only playing the more modern era, so. Well, I don't really think there's much more we can do until we kind of make a little bit of money. So we're going to call it there for this episode. But I hope to see you again next time. And if you haven't already, please click the like and subscribe buttons. That'll really help me out if this is a new channel. And thank you very much for watching. See you in the next one.